welcome to Pirate News. I'm Brooke McCormick.
And I'm Liam Plate. On today's broadcast, we will be covering news from around campus and across the country.
We will also bring you the latest in Seton Hall sports and your 5-day weather forecast. Last night, Seton Hall hosted a lecture by Pulitzer Prize nominee Sam Dagger in Jubilee Auditorium. His talk, From the Mediterranean Crossing to Central America's Migrant Caravans, How the Syrian Conflict Fueled a Global Backlash Against Immigrants and Refugees, addressed the root cause of the Syrian refugee crisis and exhibited its connection to the rise of global nationalism. During his time reporting in Damascus as a journalist, he was detained by Assad's henchmen in an underground prison and expelled for reporting things that were deemed unfavorable by the regime. The Wall Street Journal nominated Dagger's work from Syria for the Pulitzer Prize and other journalism awards.
Seton Hall Weekend is a celebration of the SHU community spirit and of the close ties enjoyed by alumni, students, parents, faculty, staff, and the surrounding community. Join Seton Hall on October 18th through the 20th for a fun-filled weekend, from outdoor performances, arts and crafts, rides, and carnival games to kid-friendly activities, campus tours, and sporting events. There's something for everyone to enjoy. The complete schedule of events can be found on the Seton Hall website.
Join the School of Diplomacy today from 10:30 a.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. in Bethany Hall for the conference titled All Conflict is Local, Personal Experience, Reflection, and Conflict Resolution. During the conference, students and alumni that have had personal experiences with a particular conflict or region that has experienced conflict will share with those in attendance. The panels will span conflicts all across the world, combining theory and personal experience to show how all conflict is local. If you are interested, make sure to stop by Room A in Bethany Hall to hear these stories.
9 staff members from WSOU 89.5 FM, the student-run radio station of Seton Hall University, recently attended the 2019 radio show in Dallas, Texas. The conference is co-produced by the National Association of Broadcasters and the Radio Advertising Bureau. This is the nation's largest gathering of the radio industry, and WSOU station manager Wilner Lewis was one of only 2 college students selected to speak as a panelist during the 3-day-long convention. A record 10 Seton Hall students were selected this year as radio show scholarship winners.
Now we'll head over to Esmeralda Morales with your latest in Seton Hall sports. Esmeralda?
Thanks, Brooke. Hi, I'm Esmeralda Morales, and this is your Seton Hall sports update. The women's volleyball team will go up against their Big East Conference rivals, the Georgetown Hoyas, on Wednesday, October 9th at 7 p.m. in Walsh Gymnasium. They'll be looking to get back on the winning side of things as they recently dropped their last match against Creighton in straight sets and split a weekend series, getting the win against Providence. Their overall record is now 6-12, and conference record is 1-3. Moving over to the soccer field, the women's soccer team will be playing the Villanova Wildcats in a Big East Conference matchup tomorrow night at 6 p.m. It will be Go for the Goal Pediatric Cancer Awareness Night. They'll be looking to bounce back after a loss to Xavier this past Sunday. The Pirates are currently on a 5-game losing streak and are yet to secure a conference win. Their record sits at 1-8-1, and conference record is 0-3. Well, that's going to do it for your Seton Hall Sports Update. Once again, I'm Esmeralda Morales. Now back to Brooke and Liam for the news from around the tri-state area.
Thanks, Esmeralda. In local news, New Jersey will begin borrowing $100 million to pay for lead remediation projects in schools across the state. Although tests showed that lead levels in Newark's water system were lower than some had initially feared, the episode got lawmakers and the public talking about whether the state was doing enough to prevent lead contamination. Governor Murphy said the state would start requiring schools to test for lead contamination every 3 years instead of the current standard of every 6 years. And the State Department of Education would create an online portal with lead testing results from schools across the state.
41-year-old Newark resident Richard D. Williams was sentenced to 10 years in prison Monday after pleading guilty last year to possessing a firearm as a previously convicted felon during a high-speed chase in a stolen vehicle that ended in a fiery head-on crash, which seriously injured 3 officers. Williams was given the maximum sentence due to the severity of the accident and his lengthy, violent criminal record.
Now we'll send it over to Robert Ruszkowski with your 5-day weather forecast. Robert?
Thank you, Liam, and hello, Pirates. I'm Robert Ruszkowski here with your 5-day weather forecast for the South Orange area. Today is going to bring rain showers with a high of 56 and a low of 50. Tomorrow will continue to rain with a high of 61 and a low of 49. On Friday, we will have more rain and the temperature is going to reach a high of 60 and get down to 51. The streak of rain will finally end on Saturday with cloudy skies as the temperature will have a high of 67 degrees and a low of 52. Finally, Sunday will again be partly cloudy skies with a high of 65 and a low of 42. And that's going to do it for your 5-day weather forecast. Once again, I'm Robert Ruszkowski. Now back to Liam and Brooke with the latest news from around the globe.
Thanks, Robert. In national news, a Duke University alumnus and trustee was awarded the 2019 Nobel Prize for Physiology. Dr. William Kalin Jr. earned his undergraduate and medical degrees from Duke and is now a professor in the Department of Medicine at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute at Harvard Medical School. Kalin shares the prestigious award with two other scientists, Peter J. Ratcliffe and Greg L. Semenza, for their discoveries of how cells sense and adapt to oxygen availability, the Nobel Committee announced on Monday. Their work revealed the mechanism of one of life's most essential adaptive processes and will help find new ways to fight anemia, cancer, stroke, and many other diseases.
The U.S. military has moved its forces away from the Turkish border with northern Syria after Turkey announced they would soon begin an operation in a part of northeastern Syria where it wants to resettle Syrian refugees. The U.S. has not received orders to commence a large-scale withdrawal yet, but they are remaining in a wait-and-see position. This announcement is a major blow to the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, which the U.S. relied heavily upon as a fighting force against ISIS. They feel that the U.S. doing this will allow ISIS to reunite itself and appear again stronger than before, destroying what was accomplished in the past 5 years.
This concludes our broadcast of Prior News. Once again, I'm Liam Plate.
And I'm Brooke McCormick. Thanks for watching and have a great day.